Welcome, beautiful mamas, to Slow Down with Kirsten 30-day prenatal yoga journey. Today is day number 20. Today's practice is centered on the theme of sacrifice, a word that carries deep meaning in the journey of motherhood. As we flow through each pose, I invite you to reflect on the sacrifices you've made and will continue to make, not just for your baby, but also for yourself. Sacrifice isn't about losing something. It's about making space for something greater. Now, when you're ready, hop into something comfy and let's get started. Start by finding a comfortable seated position. We'll begin with box breathing to ground ourselves and invite calm into our minds and bodies. Begin by just noticing your breath, the natural rhythm, the natural ebb and flow. Now take a deep inhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Repeat this cycle, and with each breath, acknowledge the sacrifices you've made with gratitude. Know that these sacrifices are acts of love, paving the way for something beautiful. Release this pose and come onto all fours, placing hands directly underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to begin by doing a wrist stretch. Begin to turn your fingers outwards and then pointing them directly back behind you. Inhale, and as you exhale, begin to lean back towards your heels, feeling a gentle stretch in your wrists. Remember to be mindful of the hormone relaxin in your body. It tends to make you feel more flexible, so just be mindful not to overstretch. On an exhale, release this pose and come down into puppy dog pose. As you extend into puppy dog pose, feel the stretch along your spine and through your shoulders. This pose invites you to surrender, to let go of control, and trust in the process of life and motherhood. This is a great way to prepare for labor and delivery, as you will continue to surrender to your body's natural rhythm and flow of life. Sacrifice is often about releasing what we think we need to hold on to and trusting that what is meant for us will always find its way. Exhale, release this pose and come into all fours again. Moving into pigeon pose, place right knee directly behind your right wrist, bringing your shin parallel to the front of your mat. Extend your left leg out straight behind you. Inhale, sit up tall by placing both your palms on the mat and pressing your spine up tall. On an exhale, as you fold forward into pigeon pose, feel the opening in your hips. Sacrifice often involves letting go of old patterns, fears, or expectations to make room for growth and new beginnings. With each breath, visualize releasing what no longer serves you, creating space for love, joy, and the new life you're nurturing right now. On an inhale, walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, feeling a deeper hip opening stretch on your outer right hip. Exhale, release this pose and switch sides. Bringing left knee behind left wrist, bringing your shin parallel to the front of your mat. Extend your right leg out straight behind you. Inhale, press your hands into the mat, lengthen your spine and your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Continue to feel that release in your pelvis and your hips. By doing these poses each day, you're creating more room, more flexibility, and more growth in this crucial area of childbirth. Continue to just notice your breath and release any tension you may be feeling. Inhale, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, feeling a deeper outer hip stretch. Exhale, release this pose, coming into staff bent knees. Placing hands directly behind you, fingers pointing forward. Soles of your feet on the mat. On an inhale, coming into reverse tabletop. Inhale, lift your hips in reverse tabletop, feeling the strength in your core and arms. This pose symbolizes the balance between strength and vulnerability. Exhale, release the pose. Coming into half saddle, extend your left leg out straight in front of you. Bend your right knee, placing it on the mat, bringing your right heel close to your right glute. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, come into revolved half saddle, bringing your left forearm on your inner thigh, bringing your right hand up and over, framing your face and your ear. Transitioning into revolved half saddle, feel the twist through your spine and torso. Sometimes sacrifice brings about unexpected transformations and insights. As you twist, think about the ways in which your sacrifices have changed you, perhaps in ways you never anticipated. Exhale, release this pose. Now coming into a figure 4 hip opener stretch, placing left sole of your foot on the mat, bending your left knee, placing your right ankle above your left knee. Hands back behind you for added support. Allow your hips to open and release any remaining tension. Sacrifice often leads to release. In this moment, express gratitude for the ability to make sacrifices and the positive changes they bring into your life. Exhale, release this pose and switch sides, coming into half saddle. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Bend your left knee, bringing your left ankle close to your left glute. Inhale, lengthen your spine and transition into revolved half saddle, placing your right forearm on your inner thigh, left arm up and over, framing your face and your ears. Breathe into this pose, into your side body, your hips, your hamstrings. Let everything open and release here. Exhale, release this pose, coming into a figure 4 hip opener stretch. Place your left ankle above your right knee. Bend your right knee, bringing the right sole of your foot to the mat. You can also place your hands back behind you for added support and stability. Again, take this time to breathe naturally and really open up that hip and pelvis area. Exhale, release this pose and move into bound angle. As we come into bound angle pose, bring your feet together and gently press your knees towards the ground. This pose symbolizes unity and completion, the coming together of different aspects of your life through the sacrifices that you make. Take a deep breath here and feel the wholeness within you, acknowledging that each sacrifice you make contributes to the creation of something beautiful. Exhale, release this pose and come into side lying Savasana. Get really comfortable here, placing a pillow or bolster in between your knees, under your neck. And take this chance to really relax and connect with your baby, placing your hand on your belly. When you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, come to a seated position. As you move forward, remember that sacrifice isn't just about what you give up. It's about what you make space for. It's about who you are becoming. Inhale, bring hands up overhead. Exhale, prayer position to third eye. Namaste. If this practice resonated with you, I invite you to share it with another mom, sister, or friend who could benefit from these reflections. I would love to know more about you and your prenatal yoga journey. Please tell me in the comments where you're watching from and how far along you are. Thanks again for joining me today. Namaste.